What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. Right now, we're going to be talking about the NFL promo with the playoffs. Pretty much what's going to happen is there's a few players that they showed. It's going to be two players on both sides of the ball, so you're going to have one offensive, one defensive player from your playoff teams. More will be getting revealed, but the promo will actually be dropping tomorrow. So for those of you guys that are always asking, throughout the video, I know I say it at different parts. It will be coming tomorrow with the NFL promo. Now, there are 95 overalls. The thumbnail is going to show you DK Metcalf. The reason that I show you DK Metcalf is because there's a lot of questions that's going to come out because of that. I'm not sure if I raid sold his card or if I still have it, but the one thing I want to tell you is he is a physical receiver. He's going to have that 98 speed. Will he be able to moss dudes? Probably. But Jerry Rice at 6'2" is no slouch. I just want to make sure everybody understands that because I get a lot of questions about it like, Jemiah, I see you mossing a lot of dudes. Yo, what's up with this? What's up with that? A lot of these players can moss. You know what I'm saying? It's not like these guys can't. It's just that some players are not going to get the animations. And that's intentional by EA Sports. For instance, like, what's the other guy? Darren Waller. He's 6'6", and EA does not like him jumping because he's a fast guy, and eventually he's going to be one of the top cards, and EA just doesn't want to deal with what's going to be happening when dudes are out there mossing dudes uncontrollably. So they're just like, look, we're not going to let him jump, and that's it. But there are other people, obviously Randy Moss. They made Randy Moss like Randy Moss, so if you wanted to go out there and just start mossing, we did keep his power up. So what's going to happen with it is going to be a situation where we can now be able to sell it back for more or possibly upgrade his card a little bit more. So he's going to get powered up, like I said, to a 98 speed. All of the things that you see right here, obviously is going to get enhanced once he gets his NFL player, playoff card. So it's 94 right here. I'm going to take a look again just to make sure about what's going on. So it's 94. They give him the +1. That makes him a 95, right? No, he comes in as a base 95 without the power up. So that's going to bring him to a 96. And then we're going to get him to 98 speed. So with that speed, it's going to create a lot of major, it's going to be some serious stuff going on because we're going to have some decisions to make, especially for those of us that have specific theme teams and we got to sneak players in. That's become a very, very good talent right here for us at GmiasWorld. We've been able to figure out, all right, this guy right here, we could sneak this guy in, we get rid of this guy, but they've also given a lot of the theme teams some love. I see you guys raging about some of your theme teams that are not getting cards, but I don't know about the licensing or how EA Sports is trying to do it or what happens with it. So I can't really explain what's going on with that situation. All I can do is let you guys understand, like, look, this is what's going on. We're going to be getting a DK Metcalf. If you have the power up, it might be worth your while. If you do not have the power up and you don't want to spend the 100K to get him, to try him out, that's fine. I'll try him out because I already have the power up. And then more than likely, with the free card that you're going to get, it's probably going to be one of the cards that go into sets. And there's going to be a master. All right, so usually what happens is this. For those of you guys that are here that are no money spent, I asked you guys in previous videos to write down NMS to let me know if you're no money spent. We have a lot of you guys here in the channel. We all know that the challenge is going to come out and you're going to be able to get a free player that's going to go into one of the sets that you would like. The player that you choose is completely up to you. But this guy, and I know you guys are going to be like, yo, Gmias, what are you talking about with the next guy I'm about to say? Mitch Trubisky. Before you start laughing, that dude's numbers are ridiculous. I could probably tell you what they are, but I don't remember what was going on. But I saw it earlier. I'll probably tweet it out later at GmiasWorld. It'll be on Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, all at GmiasWorld. Mitchell Trubisky's card looks ridiculous. Now, the reason that I say it, and it's like, yo, you guys probably gonna laugh at me, because he's a newer card, he may play really well. Is it a chance that he'll be garbage? It's possible. But his numbers and his throw power are really, really impressive. Just so that you guys understand, it doesn't really matter to me the card that I use. You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm putting together my theme team, I'm just putting together the best possible team that I feel that works for me. It doesn't really matter about, oh, it's my team. I don't care about all that stuff. That stuff is not, that's like the least of my worries. What are you going to do out there on the field is what's more important to me. So the reason that I show you guys that is 98 speed is not bad, but it's also equal to obviously Jerry Rice. Now, we just saw his numbers, right? When we look at Jerry Rice, the problem behind Jerry Rice, why we can't get rid of him, his route running and everything about his card is just so good. It's absolutely ridiculous. If you think about it, it's going to be hard for anybody that has a Raiders, Seahawks, 49er theme team with Jerry Rice on it to replace him. You know, his jump is kind of low, but I want you guys to understand, even though Metcalf is going to have a higher jump, this guy is really good. Also, keep in mind, if you have a Seahawk theme team, you also have Jerry Rice. So you could have two 99s. The problem is, you know, Randy Moss might be an issue. That's the thing, because he'll go to 98, I think, and not a 99 if you wanted to have a third receiver. But you could do that theoretically. When you look at these numbers, the one thing that many of you guys are going to have issues with is the fact that DK's route running is still not up to par in a lot of cases. We would want higher, mid, and short and stuff like that, but it's not there. So because of that, that creates other issues where we're like, all right, if we do go after DK and we're saying, you know what, he's taller than Jerry Rice by an inch, he's physical, will he come down with the ball more? I don't believe so. And simply put, this route runner archetype of Jerry Rice, this is it's a rare year where people are using Jerry Rice. Because in previous years where the archetypes weren't that big of a deal and everybody was pretty much running around the same, nobody really focused in on the way that we're focusing on players right now. Because of route tech and all this other stupidness that goes on with the game, it makes it so that you have to use certain players. So I would be very, very cautious if to be like, yo, I'm getting rid of Jerry Rice. Honestly, I don't know if we could probably get rid of Ruggs but DK probably won't run the drag route as well. See, look, this is the thing, right? When you're trying to fit the players into your theme team, you don't want to like upset the apple cart. You don't want to make players just start looking at you in the locker room like, yo, coach, you know, you took me out and I was playing well. For me, I don't care. I just walk right past them. When I bench them, I just walk right past them. But you may have issues with your locker room. Hear me out, though. Henry Ruggs, he's only good on a Raiders theme team because he doesn't really have any other type of value. Looking at his card, he gets the +4 speed and he goes to a 99. So he's only relevant for a theme team. And obviously it's the Raiders. That's it. There's nothing else going on with him. But because he's 5'11", you know, he's going to get different animations when he runs a drag route underneath. When you get DK Metcalf, because he's 6'3", you're going to have issues with that. That may create some potential problems where he's too big to really run the route the right way. And then you end up not getting the right separation because a lot of people are running like 3 one-step aheads. So they have the outside receivers in the slot. This guy's a slot receiver. So they'll be that 1 step ahead, but he beats them because of his size and stature. He can pretty much run a drag route across the field super fast, and unless they have a cover 2 on the other side or different type of variations of zones, Ruggs is going to eat. DK Metcalf, maybe he won't do that. And I'm not ready to use additional ability points to get him certain attributes. Not attributes, the abilities. Like, for instance, right, Andre Johnson, this is the way that you guys should always look at it if you're trying to find out stuff about Hines Ward, like in this case, DK Metcalf, or any physical receiver. If you want to know what they unlock and when they unlock it, this guy's free. You guys go through the challenges, you get him up to 93, you'll be able to have a physical receiver for the rest of the year. You'll know exactly what's going on. Okay, so this is the situation right now. When you go over here, these are 2 AP situations for physical receivers. So that's not good because Randy Moss and, as a deep threat, and also the route technician or whatever he is, route runner in Jerry Rice, he gets these things for 1. So this is another thing that kind of makes it very difficult to want to actually go after DK Metcalf, for any team, because we don't have, just a lot of ability points chilling where everybody can just get an ability point. It's not that kind of party. So we need to make sure that it makes sense. Now, one of the other things was honorary lineman. And the reason that I bring this up is some of you guys were asking about Hines Ward. Is he a guy that you would go after? It's impact wins versus DBs. This opens up the run game. So I've already put it out there. People are running this. They're running, the pull, whatever that is, the puller elite. They're running nasty streak, and they're running the ball. Running the ball is back. I don't know, though, if it's going to be enough to win the game thoroughly because there's so many ways to shoot the gap in this game. And when I say shoot the gap, I mean as soon as you hike the ball, a dude is running right in to hit you in the backfield. Now, the linemen with abilities, they actually look for that, and in some cases, you will get pancaked. So some of the abilities do work. But this is something that might deter many of you guys from going through it with the physical receivers because it makes it so that it's more difficult, and now you got to worry about utilizing that AP in a different situation. Plus route tech is 3. You don't really have a lot of benefit for the physical receivers. To be completely honest, you know, you got the mid stuff for 1, and then it goes to like 2 for the deep threat guys. But this is not really that good when you think about it. Just to kind of make sure you guys understand where I'm going at with it. But you do unlock, you know, honorary linemen and other stuff like that. It's kind of cool. Leapfrog for 1, but nobody's really using that, so it's not that big of a deal. So those are just some of the names. Obviously, if you guys follow me on Twitter, I'll be putting out more. But EA Sports will also be tweeting out information about some of the newer cards coming with the promo. The reason that I say that is I may end up waiting, and DK Metcalf, once the card comes out, we may get 100K for that power-up. Because realistically for me, because I don't have a Seattle Seahawks theme team, it doesn't affect me either way. None of that affects me. So I can just go get the coins and keep it moving. The reason I'm not going to sell them now is because some of you guys may want to see what he can do, if he can moss and stuff like that. I do believe at 98 speed, he would be able to, but costing me 2 AP and taking away route tech is going to hurt me. Remember this, right, guys? When guys come out and they start double teaming and triple teaming me, that creates issues. Now, for 1 game, I guess I could take 1 AP of Jermichael Finley, and I guess, no, Richie Incognito's been going to work with that Puller Elite, so he probably will stay where he's at. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to work this, guys. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to figure it out, but I have a feeling that a lot of you guys are going to want to see what he's all about, and I'm going to want to make sure that I get that done for you. Now, as far as everything else with the new upgrades on the team, I have a video coming out for you guys explaining to you, the campus heroes and why we went certain directions with it. So you guys can look out for that. For those of you guys that are interested, I know you see, Lincoln Kennedy, Marcel Reese. For those of you guys that were in the Twitch stream, I went over that as well. So you can always check out GmiasWorld Gaming, where the full-length video will be. But I will give you guys the full description of what's going on and give you guys more in-depth reasoning behind the players that go into this Raiders theme team. I think currently right now we are 52 of 50 because we had to raid sell somebody, and I'll go over that as well with you guys in a future video. So as they release more content, I will go over everything going on with the challenges for the free player with the NFL promo. We will go over the top players that we're utilizing, and there will also be a master that we may have to look at and see. They're probably going to get it like a random guy, like a legend from different years or something like that, and put that out as the master. So we'll look at that as well. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for taking the time out your day to spend with me to go over this. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. And also, shout out to all you guys that are buying the GmiasWorld apparel that's right under the videos here on YouTube. Thank you so much. You enjoy your day. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.